I could be like that Paul Breach guy. The plane's just gone down in Tanzania. Or whatever the fuck it is he does. He's a weird bastard. Hello visuals and welcome back to another delectable? That's a fancy word. I'll stick that in the noggin dictionary. Another delightful episode of the Visual Guys News. I've got a new hoodie, you see. You've probably already seen it. I think I wore this for the Ant-Man review, spoiler-free review, and the Monday Battle videos. What the fuck? Why do my eyes look so fucked? Have I got one eye bigger than the other? Have I got one eye big? I don't know. How can you tell? Fuck me, that's disgusting. Visuals, it's time for another edition of the Visual Guys News, where I'm comfortable in bed, all cozy and warm, as it slowly rains outside. I'm recently in from a nice breakfast with Chris and an Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania viewing, so I'm in a very chilled out mood with my new hoodie. I am a shill for Marvel. Give me money, Marvel and Disney. Well, as well, I need to shout out. We do have coffee today, but we don't have the regular Flascaroonie or a Coca-Cola based beverage because we've got Bruno in the middle. He knows exactly what we need. Botman at the back, Isaac in attack. Newcastle's gonna win the Premier League. It's a lovely little special birthday mug from a special person that gave this to me for my birthday. I'm 30 now. This is a 30-year-old's bedroom. Just looking at my beautiful Brazilian boy. So I thought he needed to show up on the news because he's beautiful and Brazilian. And a lad that I work with's mate cuts his hair. And my mate hasn't got me a signed shirt off him yet. What the fuck? Yes, Bruno. I mean, if you ever see this in the future, mate, I love you. You can come play Mario Kart with me. I will let you win because you are my god. And I love you. Anyway, this what we're doing. We're doing the news. I was going to go on a weird side tangent then. I get very weird with male role models in my life. Like, a good example, Jonathan Majors. I am like, you know, the girls that go nuts for, what's that boy band called? The Korean? I think they're Korean. Them guys, and the girls like, oh my god. I'm like that for like, you know, Michael B. Jordan's one, Jonathan Majors. Bruno, Tom Holland. I'm really just a teenage girl. But anyway, how's your week's been, visuals? How's your week's been? Well, how has your week's been? Have you had delightful weeks? Has the week's been, has the week's been, when you're like fruitful? Who burps off loads of coffee? Like gassy stuff. Coffee's like dirt and hot water and some cow juice. I don't think you can burp off coffee. Maybe you can. I am rather large. A splendid week. Are you getting ready for the weekend? I am. Okay, awesome weekend so far. I took Friday off work to go see Ant-Man many times. Ant-Man, Breakfast with Chris, done some awesome podcasts. Go check them out. Not yet, actually. They're out Sunday and Tuesday. Saturday, we've got a full day of football. Newcastle against Liverpool. Oh my god. And Saturday night, we've got some wrestling on. And Sunday, I can just be a nice, fat, lazy slob. I have an epic weekend ahead of me. And I love it. And then the worst thing is it's going to be Sunday night and I'm like, oh, back to work tomorrow. Anyway, should we actually get rolling with our lovely Justin Bieber hair and start talking about what weird shit's been going on in the news? I think that would be best, Daniel. We've come for news content. Could you provide said content? Thank you. One of them. Oh shit, the TV's going to turn off. We've got 47. We've got 45. We've got 44 seconds. We've got 40. Every time I look, it changes. No. I think I've just confused myself there with seconds and minutes. I was like, why does it keep thinking it's minutes? It's seconds. Seconds go down. 44, 43. I did this the other day. and I thought 80 minutes was an hour. I got into my head for whatever stupid reason. I was like, oh, 80 minutes, that's an hour. I'm a fucking moron. What's to do? My brain, right? My brain can't compute, right? Whenever somebody says to me, divide half 550, my straightaway answer would be 225, and I don't know why. But in when you find out that it's not, my head can't take that. My head's like, nah, just mathematically doesn't make sense. When mathematically it does, it makes the ultimate sense because it's the fact that that's what it is. But I'm like, nah, because 25 or 25 is 50. That's how my brain sees it. I am fucking screwed. Anyway, visuals, so let's actually get rolling. We know I'm a dum-dum. But first visuals, first story of the day is an interesting one because doctors ordered to ask, are you gay? Imagine that. Imagine the doctor. Why do you need to know? They are ordered to ask. So you come in, oh, what's the matter with you then, son? I've got a bit of a sore throat. Are you gay? No, I've just got a bit of sore throat. Oh, okay. Comes and walks with a broken leg. Me fucking foot's, instead of facing that way, it's gone backwards. I see what I mean. The leg, the foot's not facing the right. Are you gay? This is what I can actually see happening here because he is a donut. Not that I know anything about politics at all. But Boris Johnson hides in fridge to avoid Good Morning reporters. I could see that. Go to Good Morning, but I won't go to Good Morning. There's a fridge. Hide in the fridge. Keep your beverages in a fridge. Cool, but I will be in the fridge. Don't go in the fridge whilst remaining outside of the fridge in the fridge. Because remember what I told you to go to work, but never go to work. Only go to work if you are working, but from home. So never step out your door unless it's for work, but only from at home. That's exactly right. So I imagine that he's walking up because I'm fucking weird. I actually have the Boris Johnson look going on in there anyway. It's Good Morning Britain. What shall I do? Shall I talk like a normal human being? Shall I interact with the public? Or there's a fridge. I know. Indiana Jones hidden there once. I'll do the same. I can see that happening with that lunatic. I don't even understand this one, right? Visuals. I had to read it a few times, but I still can't wrap my head around it. But it was a news headline that I found online. Only a plonker, I fucking love that word, you plonker, would call time on sozzled bonkage. What the fuck does that mean? Only a plonker would call time on sozzled bonkage. What the fuck is like calling time? Like I can see like calling like football. Ref, I'm calling time. That's time. We're done. Game's over. So is there something out there called sozzled bonkage? I'm kind of scared to Google it because what will pop up? But someone's like, I'm in the middle of me sozzled bonkage, and you call in time. I've only got my sozzled in the dodgelled. I need to get through the dodgelled to get to the wodgelled, and you're calling time. Well, the time's over, done, dusted. Sozzled. What does it fucking mean? What the fuck? Sozzled as well. Sozzled reminds me of the noise that comes out of a frying pan when you're making shit. It's like... That's what that reminds me of. Not that I've ever cooked anything. Last time I cooked for myself, I gave myself food poisoning. Because remember, I'm 30-year-old. I have no life skills. Of this one, and I'll tell you why in a sec, right? Because I love pranks, and this guy might be the best pal ever to prank with. Man, 75, uses homemade pump to spray his poo through friend's letterbox. Now, why do I love that one? Because listen to it again carefully. Man, 75, uses homemade pump to spray poo through friend's letterbox. That's right. It wasn't an enemy. It wasn't someone that done him dirty. It wasn't someone that, like, I don't know, robbed him or bumped into his car or give him grief on the street. It's like, hey, Jimmy, my mate. Right, so what we're going to do in the morning? We're going to stick a pump. I'm going to gather up my shit for a month. Liquefy it and fucking hose down his fucking house with more shit. And his mate come on, hey Ricky, you got me again. That's a good one, Ricky. I'm covered in your shit. The dog's covered. The kids are covered. Off to school. Little Tommy, it's his first day at kindergarten, covered in shit. What, lad? The missus will be like, what the fuck's going on with my fucking sofa? There's shit everywhere. But it would be a good prank if I had a mate once, and we all stopped at my mate's house, and another mate was coming over, and there was dog shit behind the door, and he shouted through the window, don't open the door yet, there's dog shit at the bottom of the stairs, the door will smudge it. And he's just like, all right, no worries. And then he opened the door and spread the shit all in the carpet. And then the same person, this is all true stories. The same person went to go knock on the lad's house ages ago when I wasn't there, and I only heard the story. And the lad wouldn't let him in. So he pissed through his letterbox. He just opened up his... and just went, well, fuck you. I don't know why he did it, if it was a prank, if he'd fallen out, or what was going on. The other lad denied it, but the lad who pissed it said, yeah, I pissed through his letterbox. Imagine you just sat chilling and all of a sudden you're like, we've got a lake somewhere, there's just this little japai in your letterbox just pissing. Oh, fuck. This one is just absolute bullshit because I don't know what's going on, but the photo does look quite convincing. But half man, half dog baffles doctors. My wife loves me the way I look, says 38-year-old newlywed. So this woman, I'm assuming, has married a werepup, a werewolf. That is quite convincing though, isn't it? Look at the I mean, I shouldn't say look at the state of him in case he really is half man. And that also means if you're half man, I'm assuming you'd have to say your mum was impregnated by the dog, because I can't imagine dog giving birth to a human. But it means your mum's a dog molester, and your dad. Imagine that. Oh, where you off to sit? I'm going to take my dad for a walk, and you have to take your dad for a little wander. That would be the weirdest shit ever. Who's your dad? Oh, you know, it's good eye Rocky. Oh, you know, where's he from? Oh, you know, from the kennels down the road. What? My dad's from the kennels, my mum's from Shropshire. Not to say people from Shropshire are dog shaggers, but just thinking. But again, it's quite convincing. And the fact that somebody actually married him, I just love him who he is on the inside. And he sat on the couch giving it a fucking no love, man. Fucking bastard's got me bollocks removed, didn't she? And he's got one of them cones around his head. He's like, what the fuck? Man dog man. I think man bear pig all over again. This one I adore. This one just genuinely shows no homosexuality, but maybe does have a case of sexism. But it still made me chuckle because Belgian man discovers wife of 19 years was born a man. Right, and you think, okay, well, he's not kicked off about that. He's not bothered. You know, it's like, okay, so technically, I don't know if that makes you gay. I don't know how it works. Did they try? Whatever it is they've done. But the bit is like, he's taking the piss out of it. He goes, he understands now why she wasn't good at ironing, implying that only women can iron. That's where he saw the funny side. Like, really, I've been with a person that used to be a man this whole time. Not bothered. I always thought it was a bit funny how you couldn't iron because you're a woman. You should be able to iron. A little bit sexist, wouldn't you say, sir? A little bit sexist. I know it's only a joke, but at least he took it a good humour. I don't know how as well you didn't notice, because I don't know how them operations work or what it means. Like when it makes me cringe thinking of getting your wiener chopped off. But don't they apparently turn it inside out or some shit? Or did he just like, or maybe he's always been with this one person and they were in bed together and like, oh, you've got a willy like me, but I thought women don't have willies. And the lad's like, yeah, well, you know, we do. But, you know, some women are born with dicks. He's like, all right, no worries. Am I skiing you tonight or are you skiing me? And he's like, oh, whatever. And then finds out, like, oh, used to be a man. Well, that makes a lot more sense. Why is that? Because of the dick? No, because you don't know how to iron. What the fuck? There we have it, visuals. That was this week's edition of the Visual Guys News, where we're not done actually because we need to do. I always do this. I always in the last story, and I'm like, that's it, done. Bye bye. You're probably all thinking, oh, thank fuck for that. But no, there's still a little more to go. Sports and weather. This week's sports is this week's sport is the game of how long does it take for you to realise you're about to walk into a pool. You'll see what we're about in a sec. And this week's whether it's raining, what the fuck has happened to these two girls? Because why are they losing a fight with a swing?
Sports, yeah, whatever, fuck you.
Look at this lunatic. Just wandering around like, oh yeah, I'm at a pool. I'm here staying at a pool. I'm in the pool. Because I think she's walking with some drinks or whatever. And I honestly, I don't know how people do it. I could understand if like you buy a sign up, your mate pushes you in or you trip or whatever, but just, oh, there's loads of water in front of me. It'd be fine. Oh God, how the fuck do you get confused at that? I'm an idiot. I can't do math, but at least I can walk. The weather. This week's weather, it's raining. What the fuck? Because these two girls both get fucked up by swings. Like, I mean, one girl falls off, she's like, boom, the other girl jumps off, she's like, boom, and this swing. And the swing's really the true enemy of the human species, of the human race. Because so far it's swings 2, humans 0. Them girls got kabaloosted. And finally, before we go, I like to get you off on a happy note. And this kid wasn't happy because he fought a fence on his little bike thing. I hope he's okay.
A dance, happy ending.
I think it's his mum, whatever, push him on. He's like, yeah, just try it. But they're like, Mum, it's a fucking freaking fence. Poor little bastard. Because I mean, there's a bit of an incline there. A decline. And he's incline, decline, whatever. And it's all fucking, boom. Poor little bastard. He's just got his little new trike. He's happy as Larry. He's like, hey, I want to tell Mike to come over later and look at me trike. Oh, fuck. There we go. We truly do have it for this week's edition of the Visual Guys. I should chuck that out, well, because I've got new bed sheets on. And that's an open pen. We don't want any leakage. But visuals, did you enjoy this week's edition of the Visual Guys News? Do you like the new hoodie? Are we Team Batman hoodie or Team Marvel? I'm going to wear Marvel because it's new. And I just watched Ant-Man and the Wasp. Even though I've done plenty of Marvel videos wearing the Batman. And I've probably done DC video. Well, I can't have done DC videos because this is the first time I'm recording with this on. I'm an idiot. Visuals, thanks so much for watching. You guys are literally the best. More keep being you and keep on keeping on. Like I always say, remember if you decide to if you go on a train, give your ticket to that guy who shouts tickets. Skibbity-ba-ba, 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 so cozy and warm. I'm warm and cozy. I'm like a toasty. I'm toasty and rosy, like my friend Josie. Josie went to the posy and took a little fosy. Bang bang.